You a Bryan Adams fan?
No.
When Eastern culture meets Western adventure in the world's highest mountains, expect the unexpected.
That's the most expensive ski run I've ever had in my life. Ski the Himalayas, baby!
Ski the Himalayas, episode 7. Last week we went over a 17,000 foot pass, and today we're hanging in Komedingma. It's day 7, and we're in a place called Komedingma. We're at the point of, high altitude now, above 17,000 feet. Pretty much that's line of demarcation right there. And man, I cannot tell you, I am so excited to see Jon feeling good and just to see him running around today and amped up and psyched.
It turns out I'm a little bit more susceptible to altitude because I have an arachnoid cyst, which is a fluid-filled sac floating around in the back of my brain.
And here, and this is the cyst. It's almost as big as one lobe of the cerebellum.
And when the brain gets compressed, it can cause symptoms, all the way from headache to coma, really, and almost any kind of thing in between.
I've been to altitude now. I know that I have to really watch myself, and Ben's really got to watch me just to make sure I'm not getting any symptoms. The key for this whole trip was we had to really pay attention to each other, and especially me, because with that cyst floating around in my brain, I could get shut down at any time, or I could be fine. We just had to pay attention.
Yeah, it was a tough call. I think it was one of those things that we were both willing to take a risk on. And, if you want to go out on an adventure and get it done, guess what? Expect the unexpected. Beautiful morning this morning, crystal clear. A couple of clouds coming up valley as usual, but really, really great conditions. Nice trail, and about to come around a bend here in a minute that's gonna give us a good view into the Hunku Valley. That's the home stretch basically to base camp, so pretty excited. Almost there. Why do I get the idea this is an important corner?
Because I think
Yeah! Wow! Alright.
came around the corner, it's like,
Boom.
that looks really familiar.
Yep.
I mean, we never saw this face, but I think I can pick this mountain out from anywhere.
We're here, we're back, we can see a lot of our route, and it looks really good, it looks attainable, and we've got this valley to walk through today. This is it. This is just absolutely 100% the best moment, the best feeling.
Oh yeah.
This is everything. You throw all this into the basket, here we are, and there it is. It's just incredible. Woo! Yes.
In your stride, breathe in the great big blue sky, having the time of your life.
This is the third time we've seen Mount Everest in the last 7 years. Climbed it back when I was 23, and here we are again checking the mountain out. Right here on the far left side is Everest, and then I got Lhotse coming in far off right. And we saw him last year. Pretty psyched, man. The world's highest mountains right next to Baruntse. Pretty cool spot to be in when you got a 29,035 foot peak looming over in the distance, and knowing that you're going to be climbing at 23,000 feet and getting high in the Himalaya, baby.
You sit back, you take a break. Doesn't matter if you're really late. You get home, you're feeling tired. Too much coffee and you're really wired. I don't know how you do it, but you really seem to do it well. And I know how to say it. I can say it in a walnut shell. Having the time of your life, taking each day in your stride, breathing the great
I will not be doing any cartwheels at 16,600 feet. Yeah, and I'm going to hold firm to that now that I'm back at 8,750 feet and tell you I was recording this with John.
Yeah, I mean, these guys were just flipping it in the Olympics, and yeah, I was blown away.
One of the most bizarre things, I think, that I never expect to see is a beach at altitude. And here we are. This is the end of the 7th day of hiking. We got one more day to get to the base camp. We're about 16,400 feet. And thrilled. Seeing a great view of the line. Looking at some of the errors in judgment we had last year, being that the north face is already covered in huge clouds and big weather, and the southeast ridge is looking pretty benign and skiable. Pretty awesome day. We are in, let's see here, 16,430 feet. And this is our nondescript location for the night. You can see what the weather does here. We can watch it creep up valley, and I think we're in a good spot. We've been in a donut hole for most of the day and had some pretty good weather. But I am psyched. This is the best day of trekking I think I've ever had in my entire life. The Himalayas are incredible, and this was just by far one of the coolest treks, approaches to a peak I've ever had.
So tomorrow we will finish off our trip to Baruntse Base Camp.
To be honest, I wasn't entirely sure what my first feeling would be when we saw Baruntse for the first time. Like, I was like, was I going to be apprehensive? Was I going to be elated? Definitely elated. Like, no apprehension or anything. Just like, yes!
Ooh. Alright. It's 6:15-ish. Day 8 to start. We're going to go to base camp. Looks like it's pretty nice. Slept pretty well last night. Everyone else did. I didn't sleep that good because I was too excited about getting to base camp. And it's really beautiful behind us, so can't wait to get up and start the march this morning. We're gonna get out of here, have a 2.5 hour hike, and then we're gonna tip the porters, say goodbye, and that'll be that.
Swampy and icy. Not too bad though. Getting up there, heading towards base camp this morning.
We're about 400 feet from our base camp altitude. We got good views of Baruntse now. You know, just now starting to feel the altitude, which is good. We'll say goodbye to our porters today. They've been absolutely awesome. Had a really cool time hanging out with them and laughing with them and stuff.
We can see probably 90% of the route from here, and it's everything we were hoping it was going to be. Looks very doable, looks very skiable, looks just incredible. I mean, the grin's just been getting bigger and bigger.
Well done. So we got a 3-man tent over here for John and I for base camp. We got a 2-man tent here for Chris. Got a dining tent, a cook tent. It's a pretty awesome base camp. All it took was half an hour. We got a whole full base camp setup going. Yeah, pretty sweet. These guys are pretty fast and pretty on it. This is not their first rodeo.
No, this is going to be our home sweet home for the remainder of the expedition, and these guys did a great job taking care of us, getting us there.
You guys did very good. We want to make sure you're happy.
These are our porters.
Thank you.
God bless them.
Having a time.
See you guys next time in the next episode, episode 8, Ski the Himalayas.
Get it done, baby.